Hello, everybody. Welcome to our final hour of POE Macabre Master, the Kickstarter. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I think we should debate the first half hour whether it's macabre or macabre.
Macabre. I always say macabre.
I think it works either way.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like, realtor or realtor. It works either way. I wish that show was coming back.
Yeah, so we got our final hour here. The Kickstarter officially ends at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And right now we're at $3,059. So we have officially achieved 3 stretch goals. Woo!
Yes. That is fantastic.
Yes, that is really cool. So we're excited about that. If you want to take part in the fun, let me put into the comments. Let's see. I will post the link. Oh, that's the link to the StreamYard. We don't want that. We want the link to the Kickstarter.
Oh, you don't want more people to join us, huh?
Well, they can if they want. If you
just join us on the Kickstarter.
That'll work.
But you have to make a donation.
There we go.
Make a donation.
$25 donation. Come on and ask a question.
One question. So there we go.
We're gonna get someone that's gonna
chiming in. Hello, Hope.
Hey, it's my buddy Hope. Hope, definitely check out this book if she's into a lot of music Kevin is and stuff like that. So I think she'd really enjoy this. She wants to check it out.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yep. Hope's my buddy. She works over at the Meyer. One of the Meyers I shop at, and she's awesome. She's awesome.
Very cool. So it's been a long day here, but already we had odd musings this morning. And Kevin, you were on live doing some live drawings for POE.
Yeah, just a little bit ago. It was great. Fun to do. I'm just still learning how to do that. So it's always fun to draw and gab. It's like going to the Comic-Con is what I do there. So it's fun to get that out of my system because you miss it. You miss not going to the shows and drawing for people. So it's tough to not be there doing that. So
cool.
Sorry, I'm trying to share this on the.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing. I was sharing.
And if you're tuning in, feel free to share also. As the Care Bears say, sharing is caring.
What would a POE Care Bear be? That'd be interesting.
The Rain Cloud one?
Yeah, the Rain Cloud. Oh, I'm Dead Bear.
Oh,
Dead Bear.
It's POE Bear. Or he could be an empty piggy bank for his symbol because he's POE.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's nice. All right, there we go. Finally got it. All right.
Isn't it hard to talk and just do a simple share at the same time?
For me, it is. Yeah, I'm like one task kind of guy. So
I know. It's like, what's going on here?
I keep getting confused because now I got like the multiple pages. I got my page, and I'm like, which picture of me is me? And which picture of me is artist me?
Well, I always share it to my personal. I share it to my art page, and then once in a while I'll share it to Connie the Comic-Con mom, but I didn't do it this time. So,
well, I keep going like thinking I'm clicking the other one. I'm like, you shared it to your page 18 times. Like, oh shit, wrong one. So yeah, great day today. Last day for POE Macabre Master. What a great run. What a great run.
Yep. Very good and this is a very first Kickstarter for Bardstone. And so this has been really exciting. Here we see the Kickstarter exclusive cover, which if we get up to 3,500, so if someone wants to make a nice donation here, up to 3,500, this gets upgraded to a glossy cardstock cover, correct?
Yeah. I was really hoping to reach that because that would just add even that more collectability to that exclusive cover. But I mean, it's still going to be a fantastic cover printed by all the great team over there at Ready Comics. But if we reach 3,500 in the next 54 minutes, then all the covers for the exclusive cover will be upgraded to a high-end cardstock glossy cover. But we have reached the first 3 stretch goals. So anybody that pledges at any level, no matter what it is, if you even just buy the book for $10, everybody that gets a physical reward is going to get 3 additional prints for free, signed by myself, 2 of them, and Mr. Zambelli signing his Raven. And I never had a chance to put on there that they're all 3 have been unlocked at this point.
Right. So here you see the Raven print. It's a 4x6 print. Very well done. I really like how that one looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
This one's rather amazing, I must say.
Yeah, I love that.
This one I actually did for your other Poe book that you had.
Yeah.
Funny story. I did not realize, and I now know the confusion I had with your Poe Kickstarter. I forgot your other book you also named Poe Macabre Master.
Yes. Yeah. So, that's why I specifically kept putting the comic series.
Yes. But, so my mother was going through her basement because she's doing a full remodel down there and stuff. And she's like, Scott, I don't know how it happened, but I already got his book. She pledged to the comic Poe Macabre Master. So she's like, look, I already have it.
That's great.
So I'm like, no, that's the book, not the comic. But the comic is still coming. But I thought that was funny. And I had forgotten that it was the same main title, whereas this is now the comic series.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got the 3 fantastic prints here that everyone will be getting signed.
Ooh,
so
look at that. Let me wait.
I have a lot of signing too. Yeah, so we got, they're great. They're great.
They look sharp.
Yeah, they look really good, and that's what it'll look like signed. So
love it.
I'm really excited about that. Of course, they got some nice, good Bardstones logos on the back.
Sweet.
The other 2 have some great little previews for what's coming soon.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Ooh, there's the.
So yeah, it's. I'm glad that we reached that 3rd stretch goal. It gives everybody something extra, and it's another thank you to everyone that backed the book and to make it possible.
Exactly. So. And that's one of the big benefits of backing this now. You know, you've got. We've only got like about 51 minutes left, roughly. If you back this project, if you just buy it at a comic book convention, you get the book. But here you're getting the book plus all the rewards. You get the 3 stretch goals that have gone onto the order, plus any other rewards that you get. And then you got these awesome add-ons that you put into here. So this is a really good one here. So let me get to the add-ons here. Here we go. So whatever you pledge for whatever reward level, I know I did this right away. I went in and upped my pledge $20 because I wanted the t-shirt. Where's the t-shirt? There it is. I love that t-shirt. Here, let me put that full screen. So
yeah. Yeah, so if anyone's already pledged, you can easily go on there and manage your pledge. You can see it in the screen there in the upper right-hand corner, the blue box. Manage your pledge, and you just increase your pledge by the dollar amount of whatever you want to add on. So you can add whatever on you want. You can add everything on. I'll love you forever. But it's easy enough to do. Manage your pledge. Just increase your pledge number by the amount of the money that for whatever you want to add. And then at the end of the campaign, probably in the next week or so, you'll get a survey with a bunch of questions. And part of that will be explaining what you want for those add-ons. So
trying to get the screens the way I want them. There we go. That's what I was trying for. It's really cool it's cool how Kickstarter has grown over the years. Where like we've been doing Kickstarters a long time. You used to not be able to do these add-ons, so that's really cool that they do this.
Yeah, it was a nice way to be able to do it. The only other way is if you have a really, really high backer count or a high dollar amount, you can do it by the backing company that will fulfill all the backing. But you've got to get higher, and yeah, you got to get 150, 250 backers. So thanks, Jill. Love the shirt. Yeah, T minus 24 doing the t-shirt for us. Our good friends over there, Vinny and Lisa. Great shirt. Love the design, the simplicity of it, and I think I'm gonna have them do some special versions of the shirt, except the one on the back. I'm gonna have them print "Ask me about my dad's comic." So then I send the kids around at the cons, and they're walking advertisements, and people will stop them and send them to my booth. So
here's T-24.com, their website, shirts to fit your fandom. We got some different categories. You can buy gift cards too. So if you know somebody who's a fan, but you don't know what shirt to get them a gift card, and they can order. Yep. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, they got a whole bunch of Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. I think Pittsburgh in general. I think.
Yeah, it's kind of since all the sports teams have the same color scheme, it kind of works for just about any of them. But it's Bird Blondes, which is it's a female line, so I don't think there's any male shirts in there. It's all about females.
No, you can't presume anybody's gender anymore.
Hey, I didn't say nothing about gender. I just said there was no male or available. It's just female. They can presume whatever gender they want, but if they like female shirts, that's what you wear.
And then they got the T-shirts that we're so familiar with that they sell at Comic-Cons, but you've got the whole selection here that you can do. Oh, here we go. Look at that.
A couple of new ones up top there too.
We got Exotic Joe here from Tiger King. So that's pretty sweet. They're always right on top of the fan. They got their finger on the fan pulse, so to speak.
Well, if you go back up top, they had the social distance one. So
where is that?
Keep going. All right, there, the red one there. Spacing and distance.
Here we go. Always maintain proper spacing and distance. So there you go.
It's a Gilmore Girls type shirt because I know the name, and it goes with that Stars Hollow one there. I just got from them a brand new version of it because I had the old T-shirt. I got it on the new canvas, the Voldemort Lestrange. They did a promo on that. They're doing a lot. They do a fan of the week every Friday, and then they whatever shirt the person liked the best, they do a special on. So it's cool to kind of check it out every week.
I like this one a lot. I may have to do this one.
I got that one. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I have a bunch of them now.
I know. This one, actually, this is one of my favorites here, the Stormborn coffee.
I still love it. Yeah.
Really,
I
like
love it. That's the version I like best, the black with the red.
Yeah.
In fact, in our opening for Odd Musings, I had that picture of all three of us standing in front of the Game of Thrones wearing that shirt from Comic-Con last year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great one. One of my favorites, though, they don't have it, I don't think. The Thor that looks like AC/DC. That's still my favorite. I get so many compliments on that every time I wear it.
They should keep that one around. That's a great shirt,
especially with how popular Thor is. If you guys are watching, I'm saying I want my Thor shirt. I want that softer fabric you guys have now.
And that canvas brand shirt. I love those shirts. They're very comfy.
Yeah. Yeah, great quality.
Ernie, feel the urn.
Yeah.
These are good. So great shirts. I got the Ghostbusters there. I got that one. I got a lot of them. So I always enjoy wearing them. So give them a shout out. T-24.com. I wonder if the Odd Musings code still works.
It should. ODD gets you 10% off, and you always get free shipping. So
ODD.
Yeah. Do the odd.
I feel like if you win that protection, you can barely see me.
I've had a few people use that over the last couple of years, so I believe it's still active. I asked Vinny a while back. He said it would stay up for whatever. So
yeah,
there you go.
So, anyways, and then they got. I like that one. So, anyways, yeah, give T-24 a shout out. Check them out. They got great shirts.
And they got the one for Dom, the I Drink and I Know Nothing.
That's right. I have that one too. I get a good response from that. I always wear that. I usually wear that one at San Diego, and people like it. I really love this T-shirt. Let's see. I gotta put this back up though.
Did you find Thor?
No. It's this one.
Ah, there you go. yeah, it's I'm looking forward to that. It'll be nice. Just a fun design. You know, sometimes simplistic's better.
Yep.
And just the pure black and white of it with the raven in the background just seemed like a cool design. So I'm looking forward to that.
I like it. You done good. Let's see where let me do a refresh.
No, it's having 85 backers and reaching the third stretch gold. Really fantastic. So really happy with the way everything's gone. Hopefully get a few more here before the end of the hour, but couldn't thank everybody enough for the support, and just it's amazing, and it's a great start to the series. It's great to keep the momentum going into the second issue. I've been working on the last 2 pages of the book because I added 2 pages. One of the rewards was to be drawn into your own story, and Bobby, not going to say his last name, Bobby picked up that reward, and so I've got them all illustrated, and I'm working on flattening the colors now, so that'll be completed very soon. So the book will be off to the printer before very long at all, and I'm really looking forward to getting them there, getting them back, and like I said, hopefully they're in everybody's hands early August. Hopefully sooner, but I'm going to be a little judicial with that just because of everything else that's going on. You never know. So, but it'll be a nice midsummer treat to be able to read this, and hopefully for us, we'll be able to get more of them out here in the very near future. Our goal is to try to put a book out every couple months, at least once a quarter, just to keep things flowing and to keep the product out there. So
very good. I got disconnected for a second, but I'm back.
I thought maybe Brett figured out how to block you.
he can when he's in control. Unfortunately, I'm in control now.
The tide has changed.
Whoa.
No, it's the working on this, and then getting to I was traveling for the last couple of days. I was down in Tennessee, took the kids down there to see the in-laws and left them on purpose. So they're spending the summer down there, but we got 4 days to spend down there. It was nice and warm, but it was just great to decompress. It was like 3 or 4 days grilling, just down south. Everybody's so nice, and everybody's just like, it's 10 levels of speed lower. Everything's just so slow. Everyone's just like, oh, everything's so nice. It was nice to decompress. So on the drive back yesterday, I was getting the text and stuff from Scott and seeing the new pages for Crimson Shadows. I'm really excited to be able to start working on inking those. And that double page spread, woo, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's an exciting page there. So yeah, we can transition over to that. Let's see here. If I go into, I'll share the Facebook page. Share. So you can find us on Facebook at Bardstone Publishing. So facebook.com/Bardstone Publishing. You can find us there. Actually, I'll do a copy and paste that into here. So here's the link to find us on Facebook. And this is where we post our main stuff for everything. There's my my rough design for Sherlock Holmes. This is my base design, as I call it. I'm going to add to him now bells and whistles. I'm going to like steampunk him up a little bit, give him some gadgets he can use and things like that. But I'm just trying to figure out the overall look. So I think that's going to be my Sherlock.
Nice.
And then, let's see.
A little Basil Rathbone mixed in there.
Yeah. And then like I might give him like some steampunkish goggles or something that, you know, flips down and could be like his magnifying glass or something that he uses. And I don't know. And then I'm thinking inside his cloak will be like pockets, and like he'll have all instead of having a bat utility belt, he'll have like kind of like General Grievous had all the lightsabers he collected inside, maybe something like that. I don't know. Got to figure that part out. I need him to have some unlimited space. Like Batman has unlimited space in his utility belt.
Right.
I got to figure out where he's gonna put all his stuff.
You got to have his shark repellent, you know.
I know you got definitely, and so anyways, this is the rough design, but that's for issue number 2. Let's see. Let's go to photos, and I can show things we've done so far for Crimson Shadow. So the rough plan, I think I'm going to launch June 15th, roughly, and then have it go until July 15th. So Tampa Bay Comic-Con is that weekend of July 10th through 12th. And then I'll have this end that Wednesday after is what I'm thinking. So here you see some different things. Like these are some of my initial designs I did, like for how the vampires would look. So you see some initial concepts. This was my original design for Dracula. We went with a different design, but this is going to be a character I use in issue 2. This ended up being more the Dracula design, which is based upon Nosferatu. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Nosferatu.
Yeah. So then our main hero, before and after. Hawkins liked that one.
Yeah, he likes that.
He's hearing the neighbors outside. We've got the windows open because we have no air conditioning. So
these are just some of the rough concepts, and then depending on how much money we raise, I might add a section of like the sketches and stuff printed in it. So that's what those are. Let's see what else. But for artwork in the actual book, let's go here. Oh, here's Kevin's. This is going to be the Kickstarter exclusive cover. That's one of them.
That was a blast to draw.
Yeah. Oh, I love how it came out. You
I hadn't seen that yet. That's sweet.
Yeah, I love how it came out. I'm very happy with it. Love how Kevin does black and white. Those blacks just pop out the way he does his inks. So very cool. And then J. Travis Smith, he's finished. Out of the 24 pages, 22 of the pages are done in pencils. He has 2 pages left, and then he's doing a cover also. So what's going to be really fun about this is we're each going to have a cover with that's 100% our own styles. So that was Kevin's, this one's mine. And then Travis is going to do one that's 100% him. And what's really cool is you can get each of our individual styles on the cover, but then the interiors is how it looks when it all comes together. And I just think that's really cool to see.
It's so different. You wouldn't think, you see the different styles, and they are drastically different between the 3 of us. And then when you put the 3 together, it's an interesting outcome to see how it molds together.
Yeah, like here, this is one of the pages where I did the flats for. This is before I did all the shading and final touches, but this is what the flats look like, so to speak. So at this point, Travis did the pencils, Kevin did the inks, and I did the flats. But this is what it looks like now. I do have some with the letters too, so I'll get to the lettering, which is done by the man up at the top there, the man upstairs, Brett Marr Pinson. But here you see when the colors are finalized. So we got the pencils, inks, and colors all coming together. And I just love the way this is turning out. I'm very happy with it. And I think the story is a good story too. I love this two-page spread.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I looked at that 2-page spread when I was doing the lettering through those pages, and I was like, "Oh, son of a!" And I was like, "Oh, no dialogue, sweet." I love the image, though. I think I make a great I think it'd make a great print just to have available.
That's one of some of the rewards I plan on doing. Some of the panels that just maybe do them as standalones, or maybe even if there's like that 2-page spread, might come up with some of those as prints as well, because they look so great. So very happy with how this turned out. And then here, now this is a little hard. This is a low res one. It's a little hard to read here on the screen, but I love what Brett did here with his lettering. So here you see what it looks like with the letters added. So it gives it a really cool feel. I love the font he used. And I like too, he has a semi-transparency on the word bubble, so you can still see some of the art that's behind it.
Yeah, that's an interesting touch.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've seen that before, which really is unique, and that's cool. It's
hard
to come
really
up with
Brett's
unique
idea.
things. Yeah, it's awesome. Something new and different isn't easy to come by when you're trying to come up with comics.
Right. So
yeah, it was doing that was actually turned on to me by a couple other people I knew years ago, and they'd done that in their books. And I really like the look of that because the solid white's fine, but it just seems to, I like how it just kind of lends to the fact that you can still see the lines, and between the pencils, the inks, and the colors and everything, it's just, I was trying my best not to take away from any of that, but still having the dialogue almost, just still be a good part of it. So I've just been blown away by all of the way the pages have all looked, from pencils to finished colors.
yeah, this has been so fun because we've talked about before, and all of us, Travis, Brett, Kevin, myself, we're all like stepping slightly outside of our comfort zones to do something a little different, and I really feel like it's coming together for a home run. So this will be launching in a couple weeks, but get in on the POE, and maybe I wonder if there's a way we could do a special reward if you do POE, like when you do running, if you take part in all of the events, you get like a special medal. Like maybe we can have a special reward if you backed POE plus Crimson Shadows.
That's interesting.
You could get a Bardstone no prize. Will seem to work for what's his name? Stan Lee. What's his name? I don't have any of the pencils loaded on this one. Darn it. I wanted to show like the pencils, inks, and
yeah, give me a minute. I think I can pull them up on mine.
Do you? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, give me a second here.
Yeah, the best thing about Kickstarter and just the crowdfunding is you're getting into a different art audience too. So we're having the opportunity to get this out in front of people that wouldn't normally see it. And now it's one of the only ways and one of the best ways to get it out in front of people that would normally come to the shows. And now this is essentially our only actual Comic-Con experience that we can have. But at least we still get to engage with audience. We get to meet some new people. It's been a great fun ride, and I'm really enjoying it. It'll be nice to finally get to physically visit a few shows. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the news that they opened up Vegas, and they confirmed that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here we got, these are some of the things we got coming down the road. So we got POE here. We got POE Macabre Master, which is what we're doing tonight here. You still have about 32 minutes or so, 30 minutes or so to take part in that. And here's the cover. And then it's a modern day story take on the POE classics, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I was looking in the let me see here if it's here. I was looking for the pencils. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. I'll pull up that first page.
All right. I'll take my screen down. Where's my screen?
Here.
Let's remove that.
yeah, the long term goal to get to do some of these shows is to be able to print all this stuff and actually put them in people's hands. So it's nice to actually see some light at the end of the tunnel with some of these. Finally, be able to go to some of these shows.
Right. So just to update people, the way you find Poe Macabre Master, you can go to bardstone.com, click the Kickstarter page, and there's a link on there to take you right into this, or go through our Facebook, where I posted, or just go to Kickstarter and type Poe Macabre Master. You'll find it that way as well. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun. Where is it? There it is.
That's actually page 2.
Yeah, so that gives you a good idea there. So the pencils were so beautifully done. Travis did an amazing job on it.
Yeah.
And if you go to bardstone.com, if you go to the team, you'll see all 4 of us. You'll see Brett, Kevin, myself, and Travis on there. And if you click any of our photos, you'll go to our social media pages. So you can go follow Travis on Instagram, or Brett and Kevin on their Facebooks, or myself on Facebook.
There's that 2-page spread in pencils.
There you go.
Yep.
It's always fun to see the progression. Being an artist, I always like seeing that, but I think people are really that aren't familiar with the steps involved with the end product. They really like to see how it develops and where it starts to where it ends. And a lot of people are amazed at how many steps really are involved.
Yeah. This was really fun too, because this is the first time I've worked on a book where it really was done like a full-blown production. We had people involved at every stage. We've had it like a production line, had multiple pages being worked on at the same time at different stages. We had a set of pencils going, while a set of inks, while a set of colors, while a set of lettering was all going on. So it's been really fun in that regard too, seeing all the pieces come together.
Yeah, it's our grand experiment is seemingly is working. So
yeah, knock on Formica. And then what's really cool is we got Poe issue number 1. It's fully completed. The Kickstarter is funded, and regarding Crimson Shadows, I'm almost done with issue number 1. I'm already working on issue number 2, and then you're about halfway done with issue 2 of Poe, I think.
Yep, issue 2. I have everything kind of laid out. I've got half of the artwork completed, so not a lot left to do on that. That's going to have a few guest artists in certain capacities, so that will help. And so yeah, it's at least halfway done. Even issue 3 is laid out. I have the stories I want to use. I have the story ideas. So by the time the Kickstarter for number 2 goes live, my plan is to have the book done, working on issue 3. Nice. And that's as much just to keep the flow going nice, but also to protect myself from the inevitabilities of deadlines, which as crazy as the rest of our lives are. I want to give myself plenty of time and leeway there. So, and once we do start doing shows again, it's amazing how much that eats time. You don't just, hey, it's Friday, it's time to go to the show, and pop up and go to the show. That's another thing a lot of people don't realize, that getting prepared to go to a Comic-Con, it's a week before and a few days after of prepping. So it takes away time from the drawing. So the silver lining of everything that's been going on and the lack of conventions is the extra time we've had to put into these projects. And I'm really happy that we've had them.
Well, here we go. We can create an infinity loop using Brett's. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I see me and me.
Yeah.
But let's see, where are we at here? Come on, people, get those wallets out. We're like home shopping network here.
23 minutes. 23 minutes.
minutes. Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, it's going well. $3,059. If you want to make a big donation here, this is your chance. You'll get some awesome rewards here. What are the rewards? Let's review those reward levels. I mean, you can do something with 5, but that just gets you the digital. Really, you want to be where the sweet stuff starts happening is really around like $15, isn't it?
Yeah. So around let's see, you've got you can get the exclusive and the regular cover for only $15. You can get the signed exclusive. You can get them both signed for $18. You can get one of the books for just $10. You can get all 3 books for $20. Pretty much every combination of anything you'd want is there.
Yeah. Now what's the sweet one? What's the biggest one you have left right now?
The biggest one left is the original art. The original cover art is still available.
Original cover art is still available. So let's see.
Keep going because it's 250.
Oh, these are the sold out. So you have a whole bunch of sold out ones.
Yep.
Here we go. So that's right here, $250. You can have the original cover art, which let me go to the cover art here. We got that. Oh,
there it is.
Whoa. I scrolled too much and it's still trying to go down.
He's like the pig from Toy Story going with the remote going,
whoa, there you go.
I'll come back around.
Oh, wait. It like switched to this mode where I control it just by moving my mouse now. It's not the wheel. I don't know what's going on. It's out of control. Whoa. Oh, there we go. I clicked on it and it turned it into this weird scrolling motion. There's sketch cover examples, so you can get original art on the comics. But what was I going for? I forgot. Oh, original cover. There we go. There you go. There it is. $250 pledge. You get the original art. That's an 11x17 marker and ink.
Yep, pen and ink and ink wash. Yep.
Nice. And it looks great. And it'll be signed. And you get the PDF copy of the book. You also get the signed Kickstarter exclusive issue plus the artwork. So it's
all the stretch goals and all the extras.
And all the King's horses and Kingsmen. Now, you also have one here. You have a reward where they can get all 3 of your books.
Yeah, so you can pick up the Poe book. You can pick up A Christmas Carol, which came out late last year, and then Creatures and Creators that came out a couple of years ago. And I want to say that's $25, I believe.
There it is. Yep.
There it is. Yep.
$25.
You get all 3 books signed for $25, and that one comes with a few fun extras, some bookmarks and some other little swag. So that's a great way to pick up 3 books.
If you go to any comic book convention and you're able to get 3 books for $25, that is a good deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And they're all really good. In fact, I was talking this morning on our music show about the Christmas Carol. I really love how that one came out.
It's always been one of my favorite stories of all time. So that was one I've wanted to do for a while. So I set some time aside to complete that more of a, I won't say it's a vanity project, but it's just one that I really wanted to do. So I said for years I wanted to make that happen. So I said, I'm going to make it happen. So
and you did.
It kind of started the bug. I already had the Poe in the back of my head. And by doing that, I really enjoyed doing that, the illustrations, but I found myself saying, this would be fun to turn into an actual sequential and just really mess with the story and do some fun stuff. So maybe one day will be a full sequential version of A Christmas Carol, but we'll see.
That'd be fun. Very good. And we talked briefly about those sketch covers.
Yep, sketch covers. So you can get the book with a hand-drawn cover. one of a kind. There's a couple of examples, and that's $50. So you get an original artwork on the exclusive book. Very limited number of books of that will be printed also. I mean, you really can't go wrong. And then with that, you also get a regular copy of the Kickstarter exclusive. And because I know a lot of people, when they buy the sketch covers, they don't want to don't want to open that one and read it. So I wanted to make sure. And a PDF copy if you don't want to open either of them, and you just want to look at your computer. So not going to hurt my feelings. So.
They look great. You always do a great job. You do a lot of these convention sketches too, like this, and they always turn out great. For those who don't see your work on a regular basis, this cover here you have styled after your popular adversary line. What would you call it?
People call them everything. I call them just the split faces. And it's or the verses. But it's been a fun series of illustrations I've done of fan art or pop culture icons for years. People just love them. They're fun to draw. Don't get me wrong, but it's it's nice to break away from that mold and do other things. Right. But sometimes it's just fun to be able to draw those characters like that and mash them together. And it's neat to try to make those faces line up. And there's some iconic characters like, oh, this will be easy. You start drawing like, what the hell? Why is this so difficult? They don't line up.
Yeah.
You think it'd be cool to do SpongeBob and Patrick. Yeah, no, that does not work. It just does not work. There's no way to make that look okay at all.
Because you're trying to still maintain the symmetry of a face.
Right, exactly. It just doesn't play well together. So there's some nuances with it and some things that do and don't work.
What is the weirdest combination that has been requested?
That I'll go on record that I drew. I don't know. I've had everything. I as far as the split covers, they're fairly normal. I think I did
no weird combination that you're like, why would you want that?
Exactly. Yeah. I did an Obama and Trump. That one was fun.
Interesting.
That was a very interesting commission. I would say the oddest one actually wasn't a split face. There's that iconic Wolverine cover with the Hulk in his blades when he's like that.
Yep.
And I love drawing that. So I've had tons of people ask me to draw that with different people in it. I think the best one was Wolverine, and they went in Justin Bieber in the blade. like he's like Justin Bieber shitting his pants, because he's getting killed. So that was a lot of fun.
That's one thing I miss about Comic-Cons now is, back in the day, we all used to have the collectors that would have those. They would have their sketchbooks, and they would have themes to their sketchbooks.
Yep.
And that doesn't happen anymore. But
very few.
You would receive this book that you're going to draw in, and you're looking at it, and there's thousands of dollars of worth of drawings in there, and some are just amazing and by amazing names, and you're like, oh, I don't want to mess this up.
Right.
But there were always weird ones. Like one I firmly remember was a Yoda sketchbook, and it was this beautiful leather bound book with a leather cover, and it was a green leather, and it was all Yoda. But the weirdest one I thought, but fun, was it was titled "The Many Deaths of Strawberry Shortcake." And when they hired you to draw in this, the only rule was you could draw anybody you want as long as they are killing Strawberry Shortcake. So
okay.
Like I'm looking through, and there's someone drew this awesome Thor, and the hammer is knocking her head off. Or, there's all these different things. So I drew Darth Vader doing a force choke, and then she's floating in the air with her tongue hanging out. And Vader says, "I find your lack of taste disturbing."
There you go.
I never saw the Strawberry Shortcake one, but I think I actually did sketch in the Yoda one.
Did you? Awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Rare sketches that a writer has done at the shows. Even though I do draw a little bit, I don't get asked to do many commissions. So
yeah, one time I won't say who to protect the names of the guilty. A certain artist friend, I felt so bad because you get those books and they're in your care, and he drew and he was using marker and forgot to put some kind of protective paper.
Oh no!
And it bled through a bunch of other drawings and ruined a bunch. Oh, that was so heartbreaking. So, but if you're an experienced sketch book person and you're commissioning these, you really should put something back there when you give it to an artist, just in case they don't. But that was heartbreaking.
Yes, I always ask that. I'm like, I don't want to do one in the middle of the book. I want to be, but because of that reason, because I know I'd be the guy that would do it somewhere and be like,
right.
No.
Oh, it's an easy mistake to make. I mean, you're in the middle of all these drawings and conventions, and that's the other part that's hard. Sometimes most people who do sketches at conventions understand that what they're getting. There's a difference between me drawing for 30 minutes to an hour, hunched over at my table while I'm being interrupted, while I'm selling product, talking to people, trying to draw. There's a difference between what you get in that scenario versus in my studio. I have 8 hours dedicated to this project with all my tools and time to, focus. So there's a big difference between a sketch, which takes us back to the sketch covers. If you're hiring for artwork, you're not just looking to get a duplicated thing that was just printed off a machine. So
right, exactly.
So folks, you got to get in on this.
Well, speaking of the original, you got the $10 add-on for the sketch card. It's a 4x6 card, so it's a good size.
That's big for a sketch card.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I've been doing some live drawings and been having fun doing those. So been sprinkling in some fun ones as we've been going through. So did my hand at doing a couple of Poe. So there's a side shot of Poe.
Yeah, let me put you full screen there. There we go.
Yeah, so did that one today. Not bad. You never see a side shot of Poe, so I figured I'd try.
You don't. When I drew him the other day there, it was so hard to find reference.
Got Red, a good friend Red that introduces all the comics. We got a fun zombie crawling out of the grave. Always fun. Let's see. Here's another one of Red. He's chilling out behind the. Got a Grim Reaper. Always fun to draw the Grim Reapers. Just got a fun zombie chick.
That looked like Skeletor's younger brother.
Exactly. Yeah, he needed to lift more weights. No muscle yet. Red. Actually, one of my favorite ones. I did I like that Grim Reaper. That's a fun sketch. Yeah, just they're fun sketches. I like doing them like this. They're the size that I always do for Denver whenever I do that con. So a bunch of different reds. But
what's nice about that size too is it's still small, but it gives you a lot of room to put detail in versus a traditional sketch card, which is more like a baseball card.
It's the perfect size. It's still small enough that it's easy to carry around at a show, or it's easy to frame. It can be seen without having to really look at it too closely, but it gives the artists a lot of room to be able to do what they want.
So we now are below the 10-minute mark. 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes.
9. So if you want to get involved, there's only 9 minutes to go.
We need Stanley Spadowski. For those of you waiting for the last minute, it's here.
It's here.
It is here. I love Stanley Spadowski. You get to drink from the fire hose.
I think my favorite thing was, you want to host your own show? Oh, okay. Can I still be the janitor?
Okay. Can I still be the janitor? Right? Yeah, sure.
What? What? There you go. So those of you who might not have seen UHF will recognize this as Kramer from Seinfeld. This was long before Kramer. So this little kid wins a chance to drink from the fire hose.
This is still one of the most underrated movies ever. It's still hilarious to this day.
Oh yeah. Is that the same kid from Willy Wonka?
No, that was like about 18 years after Willy Wonka. But it does look like Mike TV, doesn't it?
It does, which I'm guessing was on purpose.
Yeah, I always loved. My favorite part of that was the wheel-o fish.
Yeah,
I love wheel-o fish.
You
win the red snapper.
No red snapper. Or you can get what's in the box, and they finally, what's in the box? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You so stupid.
Are we allowed to quote that movie anymore? I don't know. Are we allowed?
I quote it. It's still fun to quote.
It is. I agree. 7 minutes, people.
Random conversations, and people don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Stupid Mrs. Weaver. What? I don't know. It's funny to me. So. Yeah, the something with the Kickstarters is you always have to. It's a marathon and not a sprint. I said that before, and it's always a good ride. I purposely had mine at 3 weeks because it's a grueling amount of time. It really is. It takes a lot of time. It's great. Don't get me wrong. The rewards are fantastic, but when you're getting close to the end, it's satisfying in many ways. Especially obviously when you reach your goals, and we've done a good job with that. So I'm very happy. And again, I couldn't thank everyone enough. Long term, we're gonna look at we get to print the book. We get to do a lot of fun things with this. So it's a fantastic start to all the future Kickstarters.
Right.
That's right, man. That's right.
There we go. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's reverse psychology and tell people do not donate during these last 5 minutes. Do not. No, but like we were saying earlier, you get a lot of stuff with this. It really is a great time. The beauty of Kickstarter is you're not just getting the book. We have officially unlocked 3 stretch goals. You get the 3 mini prints that come with this, plus whatever reward level you choose. Plus, you can get add-ons with awesome T-shirts by T-24, sketch covers with original artwork by Kevin Minert. The original artwork for the cover is still available, so you can pledge to get that along with all the other rewards. So good stuff here to get for everybody.
Well,
let's see.
Yeah, it's fun to you get to try to come up with interesting things to offer people. So that's a big part of coming up with a Kickstarter plan. You never quite know. So there's always fun things that we had. So there's a lot of different add-ons just from random things that I think are cool. So
right.
Grab whatever you can.
I feel like we need the music final countdown.
Right.
Which I don't know if it has the same meaning for you, Kevin, since you are Indiana, but here in Michigan, I know myself, and I'm guessing you too, Brett, whenever I hear that, I think Detroit Pistons Bad Boys.
Well, yeah, they use it all the time. It came out, the final countdown. They played it all the time. It was on all the broadcasts. They played it at the stadium. Yeah. It was kind of the theme song through the Bad Boys era when they were winning the championships.
Yeah, it always takes me back to that whenever I hear that. And I also think of it on the microwave when that's almost done.
All right. That's a good combination, I guess.
They did a commercial with that, didn't they?
It's been used all
At the
over.
microwave, and as it's approaching down, then the band was actually playing in the lunchroom.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
All the pyrotechnics are going off.
My favorite one is the Geico commercial now with oh, it's a great house, but we have a small rat problem, and rats playing in the basement.
Yep. Round and round. Yes. That's great.
I think that's my favorite one right now.
I think Rat has to be the all-time most underrated rock band of the hair band era that hit it huge. Like, no one ever talks about Rat anymore.
No, but they still tour.
And they play their music all the time on the radio, so.
Yeah, but you don't really hear about them. So I was glad to see them resurrected through the power of capitalistic theme music.
Yeah, it was much better than Smash Mouth. They threw Smash Mouth. Oh, was that progressive? It's use Smash Mouth.
Oh like, yeah.
They're in there for like 3 seconds. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah, and then they kill it to death, and then you can never think of it that way, without thinking of the commercial again. So here we go. We're at the 2-minute mark. About to hit 1 minute. 1 minute to go pretty soon.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Uno minuto. Let's see here. This is exciting. Who's gonna make a bid? Come on, people. I see you guys watching. I can see. I can see.
Oh,
start clicking now so you have time.
115 seconds to go. Now it's counting as seconds.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. So this is it, people.
Watched.
Get in there. Hit pledge. Hit pledge. Go to bardstone.com. Hit Kickstarter. Hit the link, or go to Kickstarter directly and do it that way. We've posted the link a ton of times. Click one of those. 90 seconds. How do you feel, Kevin?
Like I said, I'm super happy with the result.
You feel like Rocky Balboa at the end of fighting, going into the last round with Ivan Drago? He's not a machine. He's a man.
It's great when you see 85 backers, and you got to think half those people never would have seen my artwork or would have bought my artwork, and that's what I think is the coolest thing. So definitely. It's one of those times that you're just thankful for everything that's happened, and it's been a great campaign. So
definitely, very rewarding campaign. Definitely 42 seconds to go. This is about to. Do we have the balloon set? Do we have? I think Brett and I went to your house last night. The ceiling's gonna have confetti.
Right? Yeah. I'll tell you, it'll just be like, and then you go to the next wave. All right, time to get everything printed. Time to get ready to ship everything. Time to do all that. Right. So,
and here we go. We're entering 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fully funded.
There you go.
There's fireworks. There's the confetti I promised.
There you go.
Look at that. We have fireworks. Whoa, look at that. They even gave us a victory. So Kevin, you got to go drive around your neighborhood and do a victory lap.
Right.
Oh, we have cheers.
There you go.
All right.
No, it's so it's like I said, it's so rewarding and humbling, and I couldn't appreciate everything more. It's just been a great process, and like I said, it's great to produce these things. It's great to see that people respond to it. Yeah. And I couldn't be happier with the result. I mean, it enables us to do what we want to do, and enables me to print these books and to do all the extras that I get to do. So thank you to everyone that pledged it. Thank you to everyone that backed it. Thank you to everyone that shared the links. Thanks for all your hard work, and we couldn't do it without you.
Now stay tuned, because we're only halfway through. When we completed the Kickstarter on this round, but now we have to fulfill the Kickstarter.
That's right.
The next round. So watch your emails, because you will get notifications. You might have to answer questions like, what is your shipping address? You might have to answer what add-ons you want.
Right.
Those kind of things. So that's the next phase we're entering into here. So watch your emails and promptly answer them. When you're trying to fulfill Kickstarters, it can be difficult. We do our best to fulfill every single order, but sometimes you get people who just never reply. And it's like, you never gave me a shipping address. I can't ship to you. And they're not answering any of the forms of communication you gave me. So it's crucial to answer those responses. And then also we'll be sending out notifications when we are ready to launch the Crimson Shadow Kickstarter as well. And what other updates you want to give?
That's really the biggest ones. Just probably within a week, you're going to see some surveys pop up and in the email. And like Scott said, answer them as quickly and as you possibly can. And then that just helps get the few things that have to be ordered done. So what I really need to know is like on the add-ons that changes the number of books to be ordered, maybe what sizes of shirts to order, just little things like that. So it just helps us expedite the process as much as possible. But other than that, just thanks to everyone for being part of this, for viewing, for backing, for supporting us, us, independent comics in general, artists. It's great, and we can't thank you enough. You keep us in business. You enable us to keep doing what we love to do. So thank you.
That's right. Well, very good. Congratulations, Kevin, on another successful Kickstarter.
Thank you.
And anything else from you, Brett, before we get out of this?
No, I'm just really excited how things went, and it was great. I think this is a great thing week while we're doing our Kickstarter. So hopefully everybody will tune in with us every time we have one going on and see the updates and see what's going on, and looking forward to Crimson Shadows next month.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody who's watching online here. I'll stay on after I end the broadcast so we three can say bye off the air.
Okay.
But until next week when we do Odd Musings again, we're saying sayonara.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.